Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel, where classic cars meet timeless stories. If you're new here, make sure to hit that subscribe button because every week we dive deep into automotive legends, unraveling the design, power, and character that made them iconic. Today, we're taking a ride back in time to explore one of Britain's most beloved and charismatic saloons, the 1967 Jaguar Mark II. Imagine it's the late 1960s, a time of tailored suits, smooth jazz, and polished chrome. While the world was watching the space race and civil revolutions unfold, Jaguar was quietly perfecting a masterpiece. The Mark II wasn't just a car, it was a statement, bold, refined, and unmistakably British. By 1967, the Jaguar Mark II had already established itself as a favorite among the elite, police forces, and even the underworld. That contrast, that dual personality, is part of what makes this car so legendary. It wasn't just classy, it was quick, too. A gentleman's express with a dark side. That mix of elegance and menace is what defines the Mark II's legacy. Let's talk design. From the outside, the Mark II still looks like it belongs in a Bond film or parked outside a London club. The rounded fenders, the elegant chrome detailing, and of course, that bold Jaguar grille up front, it's like the car is wearing a tuxedo. The proportions are perfect, short overhangs, wide track, and that seductive sweep of the roofline that gives it such a confident stance. Even today, people stop and stare when a Mark II rolls by. But it's not just about good looks. Pop the hood and you'll find something special. The 1967 Jaguar Mark II came with a range of engine options, but the real star was the 3.8-liter straight-six. This engine wasn't just powerful for its time, it was one of the most advanced in its class. Smooth, torquey, and capable of pushing the car to speeds well over 120 miles per hour. For a luxury sedan in the 60s, that was seriously impressive. It's no wonder getaway drivers and racing enthusiasts alike fell in love with this car. Driving the Mark II is an experience in itself. The moment you slide behind the wheel, you're greeted by real wood veneer, rich leather, and that distinctive classic instrument cluster that looks like it belongs in an old fighter plane. Everything feels crafted, not assembled. The thin-rimmed steering wheel, the long gear lever, and that iconic smell of old leather and petrol, it's nostalgia in motion. On the road, it's smooth and surprisingly agile, with a suspension setup that still delivers comfort without losing connection to the pavement. One of the most fascinating things about the Mark II is how it crossed social lines. It was driven by CEOs and criminals, detectives and aristocrats. It appeared in films and TV shows, often chasing or being chased. Its presence was magnetic, it made an impression, wherever it went. This was not a background car. It had presence, performance, and prestige. Now, let's not pretend it was perfect. It had its quirks. Reliability wasn't always stellar, and like most British cars of the era, it had its share of electrical gremlins. But here's the thing, people forgave those flaws because the car had character. It was soulful in a way few modern cars can match. The imperfections became part of the story, part of the charm. The 1967 model represents the final years of Mark II production, before it was replaced by the XJ series. That makes it one of the most refined versions of the model. Jaguar had smoothed out many of the early issues and delivered a car that was truly polished, both literally and figuratively. Collectors today seek out these late-model Mark II's because they offer the best of the series, the beauty, the performance, and the improvements that came with time. Restoring a Mark II today is a passion project. Parts are still available, thanks to the strong community of Jaguar enthusiasts. And once restored, these cars aren't just showpieces, they're still incredible to drive. In a world full of plastic and touchscreens, turning the key on a classic Jaguar is like entering a different world, one where driving is a pleasure, not just a task. It's no surprise that the Mark II continues to be a favorite at classic car shows and vintage rallies. It's not just about nostalgia. It's about driving something that feels alive. There's a reason Jaguar has always been associated with grace, space, and pace, and the Mark II is a perfect example of all three. So whether you're a longtime collector, a casual admirer, or someone just discovering the magic of classic cars, the 1967 Jaguar Mark II offers a timeless reminder of what driving used to be: elegant, exciting, and full of character. Thanks for joining us on this journey through automotive history. If you enjoyed this ride, don't forget to like, share, and leave a comment below telling us your favorite classic car. And as always, stay tuned for more stories behind the wheel.